Hello, hello. Happy Friday to everyone. Welcome back to another episode of What You Talking About, Willis. As always, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to do this. It's always fun talking to y'all. It's always fun hanging out with y'all. It's always fun speaking my mind. So I appreciate everyone. And as I go into this next episode, you already know I got to do this too as well. Check it out. The last episode I did, we was at about oh no, 200 and like maybe 90 subscribers. That's where I was at. Um, and I just want to let you guys know that because of y'all, right? Because of y'all, um, because of y'all, I want y'all to take a look, scroll down, or look right here. We are at. I asked to be over to be at 300. As a matter of fact, be at 300 subscribers, but we are over that. We're at 321. We're growing. Thank you all for the likes, the subscriptions, the shares. Thank you to everyone that's been promoting the show for me. I think everyone that's been telling everybody about the show. I appreciate you. We are growing together. We are growing together. And it's a beautiful thing. So thank you all so much. We're at 321. Hey, it's time to shoot for that 400 mark, right? So let's go ahead and shoot for that 400 mark. Let's get to 400. Like, subscribe, and share it to all your friends, to all your homies. Thank you all so much for the support. The ones that's been here from day one, you know, you guys got my heart. For those that's new here, you already know we're here to have fun. We're going to speak some hard truths, causing chaos one truth at a time. It's what we do. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank y'all so much. I appreciate you being here with me. Another episode for you. I'm not going to hold you long, but obviously, we got some stuff to talk about, right? And let's get to it. I want to start off with the horrible show, The View. If y'all know what that show is, I honestly don't understand why that show's still on air because all they do is spread misinformation. That's literally all they do. They don't talk about anything factual. They just spew and speak left propaganda. That's what they do, right? This show has to be the worst television show on TV right now, in my opinion. Outside of like CNN and the mainstream media news networks, this show right here is absolutely terrible. But shout out to Dr. Phil. Yeah, I know how I felt about this, how I felt about the COVID situation. Even back 2020, what were we, 4 years removed now, right? 2020, the whole COVID thing, when they were shutting down schools, they were making children wear masks, and people like me and most of you people on here were like, listen, that's actually worse than it's actually worse what you're doing to the children than, isolating everyone, right? Like making children wear masks, keeping them home away from schools, keeping them away from friends, keeping them locked up inside the house. That's detrimental. That's detrimental to them. My At the time, my son was 5 and he had to do kindergarten. He did his whole kindergarten in front of a screen. He did his whole kindergarten year in front of a screen, in front of a laptop. Imagine that. Imagine 5 year olds sitting in front of a laptop all day trying to do class. Teachers trying to teach that. Like, shout out to the teachers that actually made it through that, because I know that was pretty difficult, but still, that was terrible for the students. Then keeping them locked up in the house, can't go nowhere, can't socialize, can't do anything. I mean, that mentally for them, and they don't even know it because they're developing. I mean, and my son was just 5. Imagine having a middle school or teenager going through that. I knew it was wrong from the beginning, and I said that from the beginning. But what they said I wanted to kill grandma. Right. I wanted to kill grandma. Meanwhile, now they're coming out with a study that says, oh, if you took the vaccine, you might have some internal health problems or some heart problems. Oh, you don't say, right? Remember, I was supposed to die 3 winters ago during the winter of death or something, Biden and them, their campaign, that's what they were saying. I was supposed to die because I didn't take the vaccine. You had celebrities and Holly weirdos wishing death on people that didn't take the vaccine. You had athletes and people with a large following telling people to wish death on people who didn't take the vaccine. Don't let them in grocery stores. Don't let them in restaurants. Don't let them anywhere. Don't bring them home to family gatherings. They have family being being outed because they didn't want to take the vaccine. They couldn't come to Christmas. They couldn't come to Thanksgiving. They couldn't do anything. Any gatherings with the family, if they didn't have that vaccine card, they couldn't come in, which means absolutely nothing. The vaccine did absolutely nothing for anyone, but y'all took it anyway. I'm not going to go on a rant here because you guys already know what the deal is. The proof is coming out. The proof has been out. But I want y'all to see this clip from Dr. Phil on The View. Um, and listen to what he says. Listen to what he says. Because everything that he's saying right now, we were saying during the time they were making kids wear masks, we're making keeping kids at home. They were doing all kids didn't graduate, kids didn't have any sporting events, they didn't have anything because of this whole COVID scare, which was it's a big cold. You see what you want? Yeah, people did pass, but that's you got to factor in underlying conditions and all that stuff. But the thing is, you guys made us look bad because we didn't want to do it. We didn't want to inject our kids with this stuff because we don't know anything about it. We wanted to say, you know what? I'm gonna trust my body. I'm gonna go with it, you know, with my body's immune system and be good. Y'all said we were the bad guys for that. Now on a random day they told y'all, oh, the pandemic is over, and y'all just like, okay, and y'all want to talk to me crazy, but y'all standing on circles and gas stations that says 6 feet apart, talking about that's going to protect me from COVID. Y'all out here wearing 3 masks and face shields, talking about that's going to protect me from COVID. You clowns went and took 87 booster shots and vaccines, talking about that's going to protect me, which it did not protect you. It did not prevent you from spreading it. So who's the dummy here? Who's the dummy? Go ahead, Phil. Tear him up.
And the same agencies that knew that are the agencies that shut down the schools for 2 years. Who does that? Who takes away the support system for these children? Who takes them away and shuts it down? And by the way, when they shut it down, they stopped the mandated reporters from being able to see children that were being abused and sexually molested, and in fact sent them home and abandoned them to their abusers with no way to watch, and referrals dropped 50 to 60%. So
there was also a pandemic going on. They were trying to save
kids' lives. Remember?
Now look at these clowns trying to make it make sense, right? They're gonna try to defend the COVID lockdowns and stuff. They don't know what they're talking about. Dumb old Whoopi Goldberg gonna insert her little 2 cents. It's gonna make 0 cents.
We know a lot of folks who died during this. So it wasn't, people weren't laying around eating bond, but, well, you know what? We're lucky. Maybe we're lucky they didn't, because we kept them out of the places that they could be sick, because no one wanted to believe we had an issue.
Are you saying no school children died of COVID?
I'm saying it was the safest group. They were the less vulnerable group, and they suffered and will suffer more from the mismanagement of COVID than they will from the exposure to COVID. And that's not an opinion, that's a fact.
Phil, you didn't have to do it like that, man. You did not have to do them like that. All them with their stupid faces on that panel looking dumb. Something there with all the clown face. I wish somebody would edit that and paint all the women up there with the clown makeup and have the clown music in the background with their stupid faces. I told y'all, man. I told y'all that stuff is more detrimental, keeping kids in the house and keeping people isolated over the safety. Here is the thing. If you don't get anything out of this little snippet, get this. The government will tell you, oh, we're here to keep you safe. We're here to protect you, but you have to give up your freedoms. Never fall for that. Never fall for that. Do not fall for the lie of we are going to keep you safe, but you got to give up some of your freedoms. No, keep your freedom, keep your rights. You have the right to choose what you want to do for you and your family. That's more important than the guise of safety. That's how they get you. I'm not giving up my freedoms and stuff for safety. I can keep myself safe. I'm going to make decisions what's best for me and my family. I have the right to do that. You're not taking that away from me. And they took that away from you during the COVID thing and called everybody that didn't comply crazy. And they turned those people that comply against the people that didn't comply. And we were going like this. Come to find out, the people that didn't comply was right all along. But y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that truth. Because we all know it. We all know it. We had teachers and pastors and all sorts of people out here doing this, saying this and that about people who don't get the vaccine. Now what? You got nothing to say because there is nothing to say. I hate that dumb show. I got more. I got more from that dumb show. Hold up, stand by. Like I said, thank you for being here. Welcome to another episode of What You Talking About, Willis. Thank you so much for being here. Again, we're trying to get to that 400 mark. We almost halfway there already. Let's keep it going. Like, subscribe, and share, man. Thank you so much. Y'all press that like button for me. I guess that's how I'm learning. That's how my videos get out there. If people press the like button. So if you press that, it'll help me out. Like I said, we in this together. We all know what's going on out here, but we in this together. All right. Y'all want to hear some more dumb stuff? I got it. Good old Whoopi. It's a goodness. Clownsmen already. This group of people is the Ku Klux Clownsmen. That's what I call them. Ku Klux Clownsmen. Listen to what this is the dumb stuff they say on the show all the time.
Well, the Supreme Court won't hear oral arguments until the end of April. Now, let's look at a scenario where the Supreme Court says, yes, he has all those rights. He is immune from everything.
Yeah.
You know what Joe Biden could do since he is presently president?
What?
Whoa.
Listen to what the dumb stuff she about to say.
He could throw every Republican in jail.
Yeah.
You understand that they're talking about dictatorship here? You see what they're talking about? Because you don't believe the same way they believe, because you have different views on everything that's going on in this country, because you have a different mindset. You don't follow these people's rules and regulations. They want to throw you in jail. That sounds like some dictator communist stuff to me. Are y'all paying attention to what they want to do to you just for having a free thinking mind, a free thinking spirit, thinking on your own, being educated, being up to date on all policies, being up to date on all legislation, wanting to vote for who you want to vote for based off your research? They want to throw you in jail if you don't comply with them. They want to throw you in jail for not complying with them. That's the left for you, by the way. That's the left.
I mean, he could. I mean, no. This is not a good thing. Because he can go. What this means is he can do anything.
Yeah.
There's the reason why there's checks and balances in the government. So one person just can't do anything, you idiots. These people, they literally want to control your life, and they want you to do what they tell you to do. They want you to be stupid robots that just follow any command. What's going on in this country? I don't know. But it needs to stop. and he needs to start right. Why are these women up here? Why is this show on air? It's absolutely stupid. They like talk about us. Don't talk about politics because you guys are stupid. And I hope they see this. I hope they see this. I know I'm small time, got that much of a following, but I got a voice. And voices like mine keep getting censored. Voices like mine don't get put on TV. Voices like mine don't get put on air. But you got idiots like this. Guys, I swear, man.
He could dismiss everybody's debt.
Yeah.
You know, there's a whole bunch of great stuff that could happen, but let's really look at what this means.
Yeah.
So they basically
She didn't even want. She explains like all the great stuff that a possible dictatorship of a President Biden could do. But what was her first thing? Her first thing is to go to say, "I want to put all Republicans in jail." That's her first thing. Nothing positive.
kicking the can down the road, though. They're not taking up this case immediately.
Right.
So what's their motivation then? If we all know that they can't do what you just said because of the extreme power that a president would have, what is their motivation for not doing it right away?
Well, unfortunately, some people are saying the motivation is that
This clown right here, she talking about reparations. I don't know if y'all saw that video, reparations that she went for all black folks because we were slaves or descendants or an ancestor, our ancestors were slaves. Come to find out, her ancestry has family that owned slaves, and she's an idiot. That's all right, Sonny. Run up the check. Run that check to me. You want to do reparations? Your family history has slave owners. Run me that money. Since you would have run your mouth, run that money. I want a check. I want my reparation check, and I don't want it from anybody else, but I want it from you. Go check out the video if y'all have it. I put it up on my TikTok page as well. What a clown. She's part of the Ku Klux Klansmen. I don't know why that is on air. But we gotta stop paying it. We gotta stop supporting this stuff, and we gotta start paying attention. Because these are the idiots that's voices are being echoed around. And I'm tired of it. Now, I got this other thing I want to get to, but I want to talk about this right here. Let's talk about this. I just want to know when the racism is going to end. Let's see if it looks better. Does it look better like this? Nah. We'll go back this way. Look, I just wonder when the racism is going to end. And I'm not talking about racism from white people. Because apparently people of color can't be racist. Never thought that. That was never a thought process of mine. Racism is racism no matter what. And anybody who thinks like me and agrees with me knows that we want to end it in all aspects, right? But check this out. Y'all tell me if this is racist or not. Weston Play tells white theater goers they aren't welcome as it hosts all black audience nights at Kit Harington Productions to protect ticket holders from the white gaze. Now, the left keeps coming up with more racial terms every day, all day. They do it. They just looking for it. I've never heard the term white gaze. This is absolutely horrific. This is absolutely stupid. And it's 100% racist. It's 100%. What is white gaze? Somebody explain that to me in the comments because I've never heard that before. But all I'm saying here is the people that cry that this country is so bad that we are facing so much harsh realities of white supremacy and the serious racism in this country. I can't. All the racism that they cry about, I shouldn't be able to walk outside because of how bad they say it is. But meanwhile, they can be racist. They can say anything and everything and not get in trouble. They should have been shut down for that. This should be shut down. Imagine if They reversed the words here. They said host an all-white audience nights at Kit Harington Production to protect tickets from the black gays. You understand how much black folks will be whining and boo-hooing and crying? This, my friends, is called black privilege. That's what this is called. And this is what they call reverse racism. Reverse racism doesn't exist. Yes, it does. This is horrific. And I'm personally sick of it, honestly. You know, if I was a white person, I don't even know what I can do right. What can I do? I try to be an ally of the black community, but then y'all want to say that we doing too much. I try to push back and not say anything, but then y'all say y'all not supporting enough. Meanwhile, you guys get to call me racist and all this stuff all day long. As a white person, what would I be able to do? I just don't understand where we're headed, where this country is going. We fought for equal treatment, not special treatment. This right here is for everything. You know, they want to talk about our history, everything everybody fought for in the past. It's all being thrown under the rug because of stuff like this. I'm sick of it. It makes no sense. This should never happen. I don't even know what the white gaze is, honestly. But it sounds horrific. And I want no part of that. Right? Travis, you're not part of the culture. I don't want to be a part of this culture. A no whites allowed culture. The point of this country is that we're such diverse that we can learn from everybody, from different backgrounds, experience different cultures. That's the beauty of this country. That's the beauty of the freedom that we have in this country. I'm not going to be a part of excluding people just because of the color of their skin. I thought we weren't supposed to do that. I thought we were getting away from that. The white gaze. Sorry. It's pretty ridiculous how these so-called black voices for black people, they get on a platform, all they talk about is race. They don't talk about nothing else. It's like the only thing black folks know how to talk about when they get on in front of a camera and a screen and a large audience. All they want to talk about is how bad white people are and how oppressed we are and how everything got to be blackity black. Blackity black. For those who've seen the other episodes, y'all know what I'm talking about when I did that.
Black people are the only people that send their brightest and their best to white colleges and white people. We talk about the football players and the black basketball players.
I'm gonna start this over. I'm gonna start over. Let me start this over. This is absolutely stupid.
Black people are the only people that send their brightest and their best to white colleges and white people. We talk about the...
Now, this is David Banner. He's a rapper who had maybe a couple of hits growing up. And he's saying that black folks are the only people. So, so out of all the races in this country, only black folks send their kids to white universities, quote unquote, to white universities. Nobody else goes to quote unquote white universities. Nobody else, no other race, just black folks, and that's all we do is send them.
The football players and the black basketball players for dating white women, where you sent them to white colleges and made them be around all white people anyway. The problem is that most black people want to be white in the first place and won't admit it.
Okay, so let's get this straight so far. So far, what I got is black folks, the only people that send their children to white universities, right? So, and now because heaven forbid, I, I have three sons, and they have done well academically or in athletics to where multiple colleges have offered them scholarships, right? And they have earned that. But me being a black dad has to narrow down my children's decision to only go to a black school because of the color of my skin. Not that he's earned the right to choose for himself, because we don't have freedom of choice in this country. Oh my God, imagine that. Imagine having freedom of choice. Imagine being a free black man to pick a college or a university to go to that best suits my needs and my dreams and my desires, right? Let's just say I wanted to get in computers. I wanted to dive into cybersecurity or something, or get something like that. And heaven forbid, a Notre Dame comes to me and says, your son has done well in high school. He exceeds in all the expectations that we require for our university. We would love to have him be a part of our university and our program, and we are willing to pay for his college. But dummies like this, talking about, oh, most black people want to be white because they want to choose which education system to go to. I'm convinced right now, I'm going to tell y'all this on this show. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Black people are the only people that hold their own people back. 100%. Black folks are the only people that hold their own people back because of these dummies. Who is listening to him? What does he mean to anybody? He means nothing to nobody. He's an entertainer, and he was okay at that. And now he want to tell you that you, black person, can only go to a black school. I remember when segregation was a thing, and remember when they were only told black people doing segregation they can only sit at certain spots and sit at certain and drink out of certain water fountains and go certain areas because we didn't respect your skin color, and we don't think you need to be with us. And now we doing the same thing, but we just doing it to ourselves. I'm in bizarro world right now. I'm literally living in bizarro world because these people are this stupid that they don't even know that they're doing that. Do me a favor. Nobody listen to these clowns.
They don't want to stay around black people when they get their money. They don't want to go to HBCUs. I don't think HBCUs should be a choice. I think that should be the only option that you have.
And you know what? Good on them for people not wanting to stick around during that when they get money. Because I'm not hanging with idiots like you. I'm not subjecting myself to being one track minded. This is what happens when you try to look out for the black community, right? You get your money, you come back, you try to help the black community, you try to bring stuff back, opportunities and camps and all. You got Cam Newton here hosting a all camp, and look at this right here, nothing but black folks. Cam Newton, one of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL at one point. He can't even host a camp in his own neighborhood, his own area, because black folks like this want to act up every time we do something. They want to get up there and fight Cam Newton. But then I'm going to subject my child to the only black neighborhoods, only black schools, only black this, only black that. And what do we do when we get a chance to do something? We get somebody to come back to our neighborhood. This is what we do to them. This is what we do to them. This is embarrassing. And y'all wonder why nobody want to come back. No, why nobody want to bring something back to y'all. I tell you what, if I was from that type of neighborhood and I got my money and I got up out of there, I'm not coming back to you. I'm not coming back for this. Y'all don't respect nothing anyway. All y'all want to do is fight and be jealous. Instead of build, y'all want to be jealous to the point where y'all just want to fight people. Bringing camps, bringing opportunities, probably with his own money or his own foundation. Bringing it back to the less fortunate neighborhoods so the kids can have a chance and be a part of something. And y'all grown adult male, black people, I don't see no white people around in this fighting and carrying on like this. I don't want to hear that noise, David Banner. I don't want to hear that noise, any other woke athlete, woke Holly weirdo. I don't want to hear that noise about being people not coming back to the hood and looking out for us. Y'all don't want that. You don't want it. People try to do it. Shout out to Cam for trying to do it. And now he got to fight off 3-4 dudes at a time. Because y'all want to act up. But it's white people's fault. But it's the system's fault. But it's slavery's fault. Slavery made us like this. Y'all a bunch of stupid people, man, who actually believe that. They don't want to come back because to the neighborhood because of white people. Wrong. They don't want to come back because of stupid stuff like this. If I was Cam, I wouldn't even bring back this. I would never come back. This will be it. Now Cam's probably a nicer guy than I. He's probably more tolerant than I am because I'm not tolerant of this mess at all. I don't think he should be, but he's him. And he can do whatever he wants with his money and his foundations. And I praise him for that. Cam, if you somehow hit us, take your foundations, take your money to places where people appreciate it. Take it over there. And if it's not a lot of black people around, oh well, they had their chance. We up here on the internet looking like fools. This is the kind of stuff that make me mad. Yeah, I want to be mad because I'm not talking about systematic oppression and stuff like that. That's bull crap. We can't do anything for anyone in our neighborhood because we got to deal with stupid stuff like this because y'all listen to clowns like David Banner talking about going to HBCUs. Man, Trump was in here and he funded HBCUs. He had a plan for HBCUs and y'all want to still complain about Trump and you go vote for Biden. The one that said if you don't vote for you ain't black. You guys are the idiots. You guys are dumb. You guys are holding the black community back. It's you. Black folks is the only black folks is the only people that hold black people back. Nothing to do with white people. And that's 100% the truth. Thank y'all for being here. Sorry I had to go on my little rant. Stuff like this makes me mad. Stuff like this makes me mad. I'm sorry. But I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of excuses. I'm tired of it. Y'all like, subscribe, and share for me. Let's grow. Let's get to 400. Let's do this together. Meanwhile, I don't know what this whole movement about, but they're trying to take men out the picture. I've said this plenty of times on this episode. Men have to step up and be louder about this. They got to be more of a strong voice about this because this can't happen right here. This is absolutely ridiculous. And now they're lying about it because they're saying women, and I want to find out which women they talking about. Women are loving men who embrace baby girl vibe. I want to ask a bunch of women if they embrace this. Because I can't see myself going around talking about, oh, this is a baby girl vibe. Y'all got to stop with this. But then again, I'm not surprised. It's highly weird trying to push this narrative. The problem I got was they put this stuff on TV. They put this stuff on cartoons. That's for kids, by the way. They put this stuff in everyday social media that pop up on people's on children's feeds, teenagers' feeds, high schoolers' feeds, right? And then they start feeding this stupid stuff in their minds, and now they are seeing stuff like this. Meanwhile, the schools want to take parents out of the equation when they want to do this whole transgender thing and body surgery and all sorts of stuff. Oh yeah. I'm not shy about it. I'm not shy about it. You can be mad all you want. This is an agenda here. Men wearing dresses, doing all sorts of crazy stuff, baby girl vibe. If that's where we at right now, I will never be a part of that, and I'm always going to speak up about it. I need my dudes. I need my dudes. It's time to speak up and speak up against this. Also, I need the women to speak up against this because this ain't right. This is not right, and y'all know it. Emasculation of men, toxic masculinity, that's a thing that they throw out there. Ladies and gentlemen, in the words of Larry Elder, we have a country to save. The border is crazy. The poor girl from Georgia who was jogging, killed by an illegal immigrant. And I saw a powerful tweet the other day. It said George Floyd had statues. And the girl from Georgia can't even get one word from this regime. Can't even get one mention. This is this regime in a nutshell, right? This is what they're promoting. This is what society is promoting right now. And we can't be a part of this. We can't stand for this. I tell you what, I'm not going to stand for it. And I need you to step up with me as well. The whole DEI thing, equity and inclusion, diversity, that's all bull crap. And it's AKA affirmative action. That's what it is. Putting people in places just because how they look, how they feel, but not really qualify for the job. That's what's happening. But they're inserting people who think this way, have this mentality into everyday workplaces and stuff like that, prominent positions, so they can get their stupid message across. Y'all don't believe me? Okay. Y'all think I'm just making stuff up. Y'all think I just be up here talking, don't y'all? Y'all think I don't have no proof of this? That they trying to infiltrate every little thing and put these hidden agendas in every little aspect of our life. Jobs. This is the freaking military. I think this dude is what? In the Space Force? Let's see. This is the Space Force. They have to tell you, they're telling you, he's telling people that you have to live in our reality. You have to do what we tell you to do, and you have to address us the way we tell you to address us. If you don't, you're wrong. You have no choice in it. You got to do what we say when we say it. That's what they're trying to do. I'm going to end on this, but that's what they're trying to do. This is our military, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a transgender woman telling you that you have to live in their reality, which is not reality at all.
All too often, I hear leaders talk about providing everyone with dignity and respect like it's an aspirational goal. That's not good enough. Dignity and respect is the bare minimum.
Wrong. Dignity and respect is the standard. That's it. I don't even have to like you, but I will treat you with respect if it's earned, by the way. Respect is earned. Don't forget that. But on everyday interactions, I will treat a person who I don't even know or who I don't like. I will still treat them with respect because that's the standard. That's it. I don't have to like you. I don't even have to care about you, really. But I'm going to be respectful in our interactions. That's it. That's as far as it goes. It doesn't go further than that.
It's the floor of where we can be. We must set our sights higher and focus on intentional inclusivity, because there are still far too many people out there, not just LGBT.
Those are those buzzwords right there. Inclusivity. Whenever I hear that, spidey senses go up. Cause I already know what's about to come behind that. I already know.
LGBTQ individuals that feel marginalized, shut out, or discriminated against. So for all of you out there, I ask you to set out your symbols of pride.
Okay, everybody's faces.
Share your pronouns in your email, particularly if you're a person who doesn't think they need to. Initiate difficult conversations about racial and gender barriers, and share a bit of your vulnerability in a way that draws others in. You all have the power to take intentionally inclusive actions to
There's that buzzword again.
ensure the multiple perspectives that we know make us stronger as we devise winning warfighting strategies get heard.
Warfighting strategies have nothing to do with anything he just said. Planning a war, strategizing for a war, and you over here talking about pronouns in somebody's emails? That's what you worried about? Get this dude out of here. He's not fit for business. He's not fit for war. He's not fit for anything because he's worried about pronouns in an email. That's what he's worried about. No, we don't have to put no pronouns in emails. No, we don't have to do anything like that. No, I'm not going to do this, whatever gender you identify by. I'm going to go ahead and start naming off this and naming off that. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. It's straight like this. I'm going to treat you with respect. Whatever your name is, that's what I'm going to go by. And that's it. I don't have to do anything, because the problem is they want us to follow their rules. But when we say, no, we're not doing it, we want you to follow our rules, or they don't want to do it. That's a problem. If I tell them, hey, don't call me that. Don't call me anything. Just call me Mr. Willis. Don't call me any of that stuff. I don't want to be called that. Oh, that's a problem. But you want me to respect what you say. But you don't want to respect my wishes, but you want me to respect yours. It's a one-way street, and I'm not going down that street. Sorry. It is what it is. People can be mad all they want. I'm never going to treat someone that's, like I don't want to be treated, but I'm not living in your fantasy world. I'm not living up these made-up realities that you have. No, I'm living in actuality, living in reality. You are in our military addressing generals and all sorts of stuff, and the first thing you want to talk about is pronouns in an email? We've got people trying to attack this country, sir. I guarantee you they're not going to ask what your pronouns are when they're shooting rounds at you. Okay? That's not going to matter. Strategizing for war, but you want to talk about some pronouns. This is what I'm talking about when they hear that inclusivity. When you hear those buzzwords, I told you, I know what's behind it. I know exactly what's behind it. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, in the words of Larry Elder, the great Larry Elder, we have a country to save. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all being here so much. Those that have been here from day one, you guys are awesome. I hope you guys liked the episode today. As you know, I come in here and I speak what's on my mind. I speak the truth. The truth is weird in a world full of lies. But I need more people to stand up. I need more people to be bold. I need more people to be strong. I understand that it's not the popular thing to do. But speaking the truth is not an easy path. But it's a path worth taking. The truth is not an easy path to take, but it's a path worth taking. Y'all like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for being here. And y'all have a blessed weekend. Peace. you.